I am what you would call a content creator, a film director, a movie maker. There's so many names you can attach to it. I create content. I not only create content, but I create opportunities for young people here in Jamaica in terms of acting, meaning that there are persons that I employ to my company where I have them as actresses and actors. Also, there are persons who have their own channels who are also content creators that are directly impacted by the fact that I start doing film, and I either directly introduce them to start making movies, or they use me as an example to start creating content. Now, the main focus of what I want to talk about is there is this new law that the government has implemented, which it's not so new, but it has sparked a debate since recently, and it directly affects me as a person who is a content creator and a person who is in this field. And the law has to do with the use of prop guns, or what you would call imitation firearms. Now, I would consider a prop gun for a person like myself to be a part of my tool, to be a part of my tool of trade, as you would call it, because I create movies, and in some of the movies that I create, that is used as a part of to depict certain scenes as a prop. Now, the law that has passed is that any individuals that they catch with a prop gun, they are liable to be charged as if it is a real gun, and it carry a minimum sentence of 15 years. Now, I feel like that law is a little bit harsh, and let me explain why. Now, for me personally, this is how I reason out things. If a person has a prop gun, there is only two reasons why you should have a prop gun, and it's either you're in filmmaking, or you're doing music videos, or you're doing movies. No, outside of that, no, you are liable to be charged. That's in my opinion. So now the fact that the government has made this law and there is no provision made for persons like myself in terms of how I can go about acquiring a permit or getting some form of license to use this prop gun, what I am doing in this video is starting a conversation. I am imploring the government to revisit this law, and in revisiting this law, there should be provision made for persons like myself and others who need a prop gun to be a part of their work. There should be there should be a revision of the law, and there should be things set aside for me to acquire some from a permit. And not only just to acquire it, but information should be readily available in terms of how we go about getting a permit, because I have I have called so many persons asking, how do I get a permit? Who do I talk to? And up until now, I cannot get a solid answer. I have called police officers, I have called persons in Kingston who are in filmmaking, and I can't get an answer. And to me, it's unfair for me to go to jail for something that I am not using it for to create any form of um, danger to anybody or doing anything illegal. I am a hardworking Jamaican who is trying to make something of themselves and try to help to develop the industry. And if persons would watch a lot of my content, they would realize that a lot of the content that I mean, probably 100% of the content that I create is geared towards creating a sense of awareness towards things, and not just awareness but teachable moments, if you know what I mean. Show you that, listen, if you do this, this is the consequence. So it's nothing negative. It's something that I would consider as educational. So I am imploring our Prime Minister, our Minister of Security, and our Entertainment Minister to really jump on board and help to support us as creators in getting something done as it pertains to this Firearm Act. Because to be honest, I don't think it's right, and I don't think if you're a government of a country, you should be doing anything that is going to negatively impact the citizens or persons who should be greatly benefited by having a government. You know what I mean? So I implore the relevant authorities to jump on board, man. You know, and I'm going to provide my number in this video. So if there's somebody in authority who see this video and would love to, you know, help out, reach out to me and give me some information as it pertains to how I can really go about getting a permit to do my tool of, as a tool of trade, to do my job. I can tell you, making films has been something that is life changing for me personally, and I've been doing this 5 years fully now. So please see if you can jump on board, man. And if you're not in government and you are a person who is out there who has some form of information, you know, how we can get help in terms of this aspect of things, reach out to me, man, and see if we can do something. Because our aim is to develop the film industry in Jamaica, and we can't do that by ourselves. We're going to need help from those who are in authority. All right? So big up on yourself. Thank you for listening, and please see if you can share up that video, yeah, man, and see if we can get the video to 100,000 views so we can reach the relevant authorities. My name is Richard Brown, and thank you for watching.